my friends, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Erica, and in today's video I am bringing you, I believe, episode 23 of Throwback Thursday. Now, of course, I got this idea from my dear friend Jan Van, who I call my Janny Boo. Of course, I'll link her channel in my description box if you guys have not yet gone to discover how incredibly beautiful, talented, and amazing Jan is. Do yourself a huge favor and go to her channel and subscribe and show her a ton of love and support because she totally deserves it. And then, of course, I have to give a huge love-filled shout out to my dear friend and subscriber Dawn, who is my ultimate TBT cheerleader. So what I thought I would do today is pull in the Tiny Marvels palette from Sydney Grace that they did in collaboration with Mel Thompson, who sadly passed away, I think 3 or 4 years ago. She was a brilliant creator here on this platform. Beautiful, funny, so talented, and so amazing. And to have this palette in my collection means the world to me. And I got this palette because my dear friend and subscriber Tara, she mentioned to me a couple summers back that I should really check out the Sydney Grace Christmas in July sale, which I think has either started or it's going to start soon. Either way, I'm going to link their website in my description box, so go check it out. If you've never tried Sydney Grace, I highly recommend giving them a try because they make such beautiful eyeshadows, singles and palettes and just lovely stuff. And oh, liquid shadows that are absolutely amazing. I got to pull out my Sydney Grace liquid shadows soon and do a look with those because they are gorgeous. This palette is so beautiful. I love the color story. We've got some neutrals in here, some beautiful pops of color. The quality and the formula of everything in this palette is absolutely stunning. However, I have not used everything yet in this palette. So I think what I will do today is focus on shades that I just haven't used yet. So I think what I'll do is use Tree Hopper, which I think mostly the shimmers that I'm using in today's look, I have not used before because I'm pretty sure I have used Tree Hopper. And then I'm going to use Death Moth and maybe some Spider, I'm not sure. But for the shimmers, I'm going to use BB and Marvel. I haven't used those yet. Now, normally I gravitate to Scarab because it's this beautiful duochrome, like kind of brown and green flippy shade. It's not easy for me to pass that shade by, but I just want to use some stuff I haven't used. So starting off with Tree Hopper in my transition area, I do have both brows done, and this eyelid is primed in the Juvia's Place Prep Prime Eyeshadow Primer. Okay, I think I'll go in first with a Refer 16 brush with Tree Hopper. My eyelids are a little stained from my look yesterday with the Beauty Moon Cosmetics Cosmology palette. But, you know, this will cover it right up, right? Yeah. Sometimes eyeshadows do stain, but that's never really bothered me because I just cover it up the next day with something else. And I meant to mention in my video yesterday, dang it, that my dear friend, sister friend, Cheryl, she and I have been very close friends since before I even started my channel, but we did meet through YouTube. She is a very talented singer. She is just unbelievably talented. Like, she's been singing her whole life. She's been in different varying forms of choirs and musical groups and things like that. You know, she's just incredible. And she, for the last couple of years, she's made me songs for my birthday. And this year she did it to the tune, like the tune, I don't know, of the song Kids in America by Kim Wilde. And she changed the lyrics or the name of the song to be Fans of Erica. And I mean, totally rewrote the lyrics, but it's to the tune and stuff of Kids in America. I'm not saying that right, but whatever. I suck. But it was so awesome. And she's done it, like I said, the past few years, and it just blows my mind that she can do it. Like, she has this app, I think, where she, like, you know, records the varying parts of the song, like the background singing and all that stuff. It's all her. It's just amazing. And I meant to mention that she'd done that for my birthday because I was talking about, you know, presents and gifts and things I'd gotten for my birthday, and I just forgot to mention it. I can't believe that. So I did pin a comment in that video acknowledging that, but it's just awesome. So cool. Made my husband cry. He got all choked up. He's like, oh, that's so sweet. So yeah, it was really cool. Okay, I think that's really nice. I like it. So now let's deepen up the crease with Death Moth. And I'm really thinking about picking up the Stargazer palette from Nomad Cosmetics, because Steph and I, you know, we video call each other pretty much every morning, and at least during the week. And she has done a couple looks recently, or was it just the one? I don't know, can't remember. I know she's done at least one look with the, is it New Zealand Stargazer palette, I think is what it's called, from Nomad. I can't remember the exact title of the palette, but she had a look on her eyelids with that palette. And I was like, what did you use on your eyelids? She said it's the Stargazer palette from Nomad. And I'm like, it was just, you guys, her look was just incredible. Not that I need any more eyeshadow palettes, I don't. But I did get myself some money. I didn't get myself. I was given, what am I talking about? I was gifted some money for my birthday from my aunt. She always, you know, sends me some birthday money, which is wonderful. I mean, I feel like I'm too old to continue to get birthday money from my aunt, but she just, you know, she does, she loves to do it. So I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. I mean, you know, I am not necessarily going to turn it down, but I also feel like, okay, I'm not a teenager anymore, but still, it's very kind and loving, and I love my aunt. She's wonderful. Anyway, so, of course, the first thing I want to do is buy makeup. Of course it is. But then it's like, I also want the Wado Potato palette from Mandy Makeup. That is such a cool palette. And then VIP Glitz and Glam, which is an indie brand that I just love. They have released a bunch of new single shimmers that are gorgeous. I'm like, and then I really want to try Fantasy Cosmetica, but my dear friend Julie got me the Bard palette for my birthday, and that's coming. So I'm so excited for that. That's one I've thought about picking up several times. So I don't know, man. I'm just trying to decide what to do. That is gorgeous. It deepened up the crease nicely. So I'm going to go back into Tree Hopper and just kind of blend a little bit more around the outside edge of that. So I'm not sure. And then also the new Florida Keys palette. What's it called? Beachy and Peachy? Beachy and Peachy, I think it's called. The new Nomad palette. I was like, should I get that too? And then now also they have a sale on, I think the, oh geez, it's the Okavango palette, and then another one, the, shit, is it the Rainforest? I don't know. Anyway, they have a sale on a couple of their palettes, and I'm thinking, well, should I get those? I don't need all of that. So I don't know. I'm just trying to slow down and not just, you know, she didn't send me that much money. But I don't know. So we'll see. I may not get anything. Okay, I think that blended together very nicely. So I think I will go into Spider and deepen up the outer V with that. That's kind of like a, well, it's just a dark brown, but it does, honestly, I think it's got a little bit of purple in it too. So I'm curious if you guys have purchased any new palettes or makeup in general lately. I'd love to know what you've purchased. It's so fun to talk about that. Oh, I love it. Or let me ask you another question. Are there any brands, indie brands or mainstream, whatever, that you've never tried before that you're considering trying? Like I said, Julie's sending me that Fantasy Cosmetica palette, and oh, they have some beautiful color stories. Wowza. Wowza. Holy cow. Love their color stories. So yeah, I'm excited. That'll be really fun to play with. Okay, those all jive together so beautifully. Love. Okay, so now I'm trying to decide if I want to put BB or Marvel down first. Oh, this Meadowhawk is beautiful too. You know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to do Meadowhawk, because I haven't used this shade before either. I'm going to put Meadowhawk down, then Marvel, then BB. Okay. Okay, going into Meadowhawk. And I don't know that I need to spray that. I'm not going to spray it. Okay, let's put this right here. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Oh, that is beautiful. And, you know, this could just be all by itself and it would be beautiful. You know what I mean? Like I could just cover the whole lid space with this shade, but I want to try some more shades out of the palette that I haven't used yet. That is gorgeous. It's got like a really pretty like melon color, but then it's also got like a really subtle gold shift in it. That is so pretty. And it's got the most amazing formulation. It's like that, you know, that stickum that I love in a shimmer. So it doesn't just fall all over your face, and it doesn't blow up too much, really. You know, I have a tendency to go a little wonky with my shimmer blow up at the beginning. Oh, speaking of blow up, we had a thunderstorm last night. It was awesome. Although I was nervous because obviously with thunder there's lightning, and we have had several forest fires around us, not like, you know, in the town that I live in per se, but just around us, and it's scary. You know, it happens every summer. We just get all these forest fires. I'm gonna go into Marvel, just flip this brush over. Bitsy's out in the hallway. She's quiet right now. We'll see. I might have to go get her. Okay, put this here. Ooh, yes. That's beautiful. Those two together are gorgeous. Yes, lovely. So I'm hoping that that didn't cause anything more to catch on fire in, you know, around here. God, it's so scary. There's a town, oh gosh, it's probably half an hour to 45 minutes away from where I live, that a couple summers ago, basically the entire town burned down. I mean, it was just horrible. Well, not the entire, but a lot of it was just, you know, aflame. It was horrible. And, you know, they've rebuilt the majority of it. There's still parts that are still pretty fire scarred. But there was a fire there yesterday. One of my coworkers lives there in that town and had to race home because they were evacuating parts of the town. I don't think she was evacuated that I know of anyway. But yeah, it's just scary, you know. God, that is beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna put that brush down. I'm gonna grab a smaller brush, this one here, and I'm gonna go into BB and put that towards the front. And I know that all of these shades have like a lot of significance to Mel, and like, spray this just a little bit. And like, I remember her showing the palette and telling the story about why she named each shade what she did, and I just don't remember. Oh, holy cow. Look at that. Jeez. That is stunning. It's that beautiful yellow gold. Oh, so pretty. It looks kind of funky because it looks like, but I'll get that fixed here in a minute. But I just don't remember. I honestly don't remember the story behind the shades, and I wish I did. I just don't remember. But yeah, I was so proud of her and so happy for her when she released this palette. I was like, oh, that is awesome. So cool. So cool. So I'm gonna go off camera, clean this up, do my other eye, the rest of my face. I'll come back. So this, of course, is my finished look, and I just love how it turned out. So fun to pull the palette out and play with it again. I really want to do a multiple looks video with it as well at some point down the road. There's just so many beautiful shades in the palette, and I really want to continue to play with it. So I'm going to show you the palette again, but let me show you just a few things I threw on my face for my finished look. On my lips, I used a lip product from Beauty Moon Cosmetics in the shade 59. It's that beautiful dark chocolate brown shade that I just love. I'm bringing the 90s back with this lip color. It's such a beautiful formulation. It just feels really nice on the lips, and I think the shade is just stunning. For my mascara, I use the Gifted from Tarte. I just love this. I grab for this all the time. And then for my upper lid liner, I use the Infallible from L'Oreal Paris Super Slim. I think it's a 12-hour or 16-hour, something like that, felt tip liner in brown. And this worked really well today. Sometimes it doesn't, but today it did. Now let's talk about the palette, Tiny Marvels from Sydney Grace in collaboration with Mel Thompson. I just love it. I really do. I loved all the shades that I put together for this look today. The shimmers are so freaking stunning. They're just beautiful. That opaque, sticky, Lovely formulation. I did put web under my brows a little bit and also in my inner corners, and that shade does not mess around. It's so vibrant. I was like, whoa, I forgot how vibrant it is. So beautiful. Loved all the mattes that I used for this look today. On my lower lash lines, I put Death Moth and Spider, and actually a little bit of Tree Hopper too. And it's just so beautiful. Such a fun color story. Lots of different things you can do with this palette, and I will be pulling it into a multiple looks video. I have to, because I really want to get Scarab back on my lid too. And then Web, I'd like to put that across the lid. Fire Butts is gorgeous. This is such a lovely shade too. Jewel Bee, love it. The matte, like lavender matte, so pretty. But yeah, can't wait to use it again. Let me know if you have this palette and what you think of it. Let me know if you plan on picking up anything during the Sydney Grace Christmas in July sale. I don't know if that started yet or not. I really don't. I don't have that information. But let me know if it has come and gone, if you got anything, or if it hasn't yet, if you're planning on getting anything. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your lives to sit down and watch this video. If you're new here and you enjoyed what you saw, please consider subscribing, smash the like button, and of course, comment down below in the comment section. I love to chat with you guys there. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. I cannot wait to see you guys again in my next video. But in the meantime, please take very good care of yourself. Be well, safe, happy, and I will see you soon. Bye.
Drop it.